Hey guys, Dean Ryan Lake here, and yes, it's been a while since I last made a video, but we all know how things are, real life things. I'm not talking about like negative things like a death or stuff like that. I mean, work and all that really, because I usually have to travel around, performing in theatres, doing acting, all that. So yeah, but anyway, if I want to take this seriously, I've got to do it when I can, and hopefully I'm gonna be doing more videos consistently. So anyway, I wanted to talk about a certain anime, something that it's an anime people find popular, and that anime is Angel Beats. And yes, it had so much hype around it. People say, along with Clannad, you won't be able to, get through it without tearing up. And I admit, while watching it, I did feel like tearing up. However, I think, I will admit I really liked it, but I think the hype must have brought it down for me. And I'll explain why. I'll explain why I liked it and why I didn't like it. And, it's better to start with the positives. And I just love the concept. It's, because, okay, first of all, I did mention it in the title, but I'm going to say it here as well, that this will have spoilers. And if you haven't watched it, then go and watch it, and then you can come back to this video. Or if you don't want to watch it and just watch the video anyway, that's good too. So anyway, what's good? I love the concept because it's about these students, these teenagers who, died without their, fulfilling what they wanted to do in their lives, and they're in some sort of school purgatory. And the weird thing is that they've got a girl there called Angel, and she, if they mess up or do something wrong, she has the right to send them on their way. And this causes a group to break off and actually go against her, try and kill her, however they're not able to do so. So that concept is good. It's so freaky because I think anything to do with the afterlife is really cool because no one living can actually say right now what's happened afterwards. Yes, you've got people saying, oh yes, I saw a white light and someone was calling me. Yes, and I believe in all that, but how can we know it's not delusions of, when you're about to die or stuff, Anyway, I love that concept. It had a vast cast, which a rhyme. Anyway, a vast cast I really, really liked. Really liked, yeah. I mean, yeah, I just really enjoy them. They all had their reasons for, being there, even though we didn't get to see a lot of them. Yeah, and again, I think the major thing is that it really made me want to tear up, and it's not often things can do that. I mean, there are a few things. And it's traditional, with that visual novel brand, what is it called? Well, it's from the same one as Clannad, Canon, Air. Key. It's called Key. Yeah, the things from them traditionally want to appeal to your feels. So yeah, we had like one character called Yui. She's this hyperactive little thing, which she was really cool. Yeah, so she apparently in her life before she died she was paralyzed, and she wanted to do all the things she saw on TV because TV is the only thing she could do. And then it was up to the main guy, Otanashi, to try and help her achieve those. And the one thing she wanted at the end, after achieving all those, was to get married. And Otanashi's friend, his best friend in the series, I'd say, Hinata, he actually helped her achieve a goal, saying he would marry her. If they were still alive, he would. And that was beautiful, It was just beautiful. And then we had Otanashi's death. I mean, he lost his sister and then he was in a train crash, and he just worked so hard to save everyone there, and he died like literally a few seconds before they were about to be rescued. I mean, and the ending. Okay, when you watch it, oh, you know, obviously if you watched it, you'll know that. I think the saddest thing for me was Otanashi and Hinata's goodbye. That was, even thinking about it, that was just so. It just hurt so much, really. It was a bittersweet ending. It was bittersweet. And again, the character interactions, the relationships. Otanashi and Hinata became these bros. I actually thought that when Otanashi wanted to help Angel, that, you know, Hinata would go against him, but he didn't. He understood why he had to do what he had to do, and I just thought, yeah, that's a true bro. Yeah. Yeah, it was just so beautiful, and you could just understand why everyone did what they did. Often you get shows, not only anime, but shows where people do something, and you don't understand why they don't. I mean, we don't want loads of exposition, but you don't understand their reasoning for doing stuff. And you understand why they are doing all this, you know? Yeah, so, yeah, those are major things. I probably can't think of anything right now, which I liked a lot of stuff to do with it. But you see, I prefer not using a script when I'm doing these, or notes when I'm doing these, because it feels more personal when I can do a video like this. You know, like talking to a friend. So anyway, obviously I've liked it, but things aren't. There's nothing perfect in this world. So what I didn't like, again, I liked the vast cast, and that was what sucked about it. There were so many people. You want to know why they did what they did. Like, I mean, what they did to their lives. Like, we had the breakdancing guy. He just, in the end, he just seemed, he was no better than a background character, really. The only cool thing, he did a few cool things, like one of them, you know those falling blocks that come when you're in a cavern or something, those traps? He held one up so everyone could escape while he got crushed. Obviously he's already dead, so he didn't die again, or permanently. But I would have loved to have seen more. I would have loved, did his family discourage breakdancing? Or was he a breakdancer and he ended up getting injured or something? That sort of stuff I wanted to see. And I have to say, the series as a whole seemed really, really rushed. I mean, it was 12 episodes plus, was it one OVA? That was not enough. That was not enough at all. I mean, I watched the 12 episodes, and when I saw the OVA, I thought, well, maybe a bit about one of the characters. No, it wasn't. I suppose OVAs don't really have anything to do with the main plot, you know? But that just gutted me, you know? And I think I'm saying you know an awful lot anyway. Yeah, but 12 episodes wasn't enough for this show. I understand, you know, how things are for animators and all that in Japan, but I think an extra 4 episodes would have worked wonders. I think that was my biggest problem with the series. Just too short. I would have loved more development. And I suppose a minor thing is that the thing that bothered me, I know I mentioned Yui and Hinata before, because they had this, for me it was a sibling relationship. I did not see that as romantic whatsoever. It seemed out of the blue that he said, yes, I'd marry you and all that. But yeah, I don't think they even blushed during their interactions. It just was a lot of them beating each other up most of the time. And I think Otanashi and Angel's romance at the end, I didn't see that as a romance. I saw it as a big brother protecting a little sister sort of thing throughout the show. So yeah, I think it just didn't work for me, and that's just my opinion, you know, that is just my opinion. So I guess all in all, I really loved the show. It's just, if they would have had a few more episodes, around about 4 more, then this series would have been fantastic. I mean, yeah, I think out of the key anime, I'd place Clannad above it. I really would. And I think why I'm more disappointed with it is because it was so overhyped, you know? Not overhyped, but it was hyped a lot. And I could understand that. And it did make me feel sad, and I'm happy for that, because not many things do that. So yeah. Well, that's me, my first video in... I don't know, I lost count, but anyway, I'm kinda rusty, I'm getting into the swing of things, and I thought, you know, Angel Beats would be a nice thing to talk about. Anyway, I'll probably do more, because I love talking about anime. I've been watching some more anime again, like, I'm watching High School of the Dead now, again. I want to talk about that because, well, I kinda like it. I mean, no reason why I do. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I will do another one as quickly as possible, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. See ya.